60% of listings on Airbnb use their native pricing tool called Airbnb's Smart Pricing. Are you? There are 4 different types of hosts when it comes to pricing. The first one has one price the whole year. The second type of host manually adjusts. The third type uses a dynamic pricing tool like PriceLabs. And the fourth type uses Airbnb's Smart Pricing tool. Tell me which group you are in the comments. You should be, and I want you to be in group 3 using PriceLabs. I use PriceLabs, and I actually bought this Airbnb. Well, actually, it's a couple floors up. I'm sitting in my newer Airbnb in the same building, and that property manager was in group 1, the worst of all groups, one price all year round. And guess what? I did almost nothing to that apartment, and I am making $160,000 to his $45,000 per year. Okay, so pay attention. It matters tremendously to your bottom line. Now, that was an extreme example. I'm sure you're not doing that. Are you? One price all year round? Let's figure out how to get you off Airbnb's Smart Pricing. Okay, we're going to compare PriceLabs to Airbnb's Smart Pricing. The functionality. Is it worth it? PriceLabs costs money, about $20 a month. Airbnb Smart Pricing is free. So I'm going to jump into my Airbnb dashboard, and I'm going to choose a listing here, and we're going to go through the pricing here. This one here is at $140 now. I'm going to raise it to $500. So I know that this listing ranks pretty high, so even in the couple hours it's taking me to do this, might get booked. So I'm raising it to, I'm taking no precautions, raising it to $500. And then we're going to switch on Smart Pricing here. And you can see, what did it do there? It asked me for a minimum and a maximum. That's it. Okay, my minimum, let's say, is $90, maximum is $500. Let's scroll down and see what else we have here. What customizations, what functionality does Airbnb Smart Pricing give us? The first one is discounts. Pretty common. They want you to lower the price as much as possible. That's the whole point of Smart Pricing. If you want to, as a host, lower it more with a weekly and monthly discount, they are more than happy to provide you that option. You can also do a trip length discount. You can do a discount of 2 days or 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days. I actually have a video called Creative Discount where you artificially raise your price, whatever you choose, 10, 20, 30%, and then you add a discount for all nights except one night. So if someone books for 2 nights, they're getting a 30% creative or fake discount. Now, the reason why we use that is if we want to keep our listing at one night, but we don't really want one night. But if someone wants to book for a 30% premium, we'll take one night. Now, the last option Airbnb provides here is promotions or discounts. So they allow you various ways to promote your listing in terms of offering a discount. Now, Airbnb's offering that. So they say, hey, if you give a discount, if you promote your listing, we're going to show that in the listing. We're also going to send you to a bunch of new guests. And okay, that potentially could work. I was skeptical from the beginning, and in summary, it doesn't work if you want to just skip ahead. Why doesn't it work? Well, I ran an experiment and I did add a discount for my first 3 guests, but I also raised the price, thinking that, okay, Airbnb is going to promote me extra. They're going to put something extra in my listing saying this listing is 20% discounted. So I'm going to raise my prices 20%. And guess what? Surprise, surprise. No one booked. No one booked until I discounted my rates, because I was a new listing. There's a new listing and there's a mature listing. You get to a mature listing when you have your 3rd review, which means it shows up in search. Before that happens, a lot of guests or FPGs aren't even going to look at your listing. So regardless of how you divvy up your final price and fancy promotions offered by Airbnb, the guest at the end of the day has a price that they want to pay. That's their budget. Okay, so don't spend so much time on that. I know there's some educators out there who really are gung-ho on the promotions. I do not believe they work. If you have other experience, though, and they do work or they have worked for you, I want to hear about that. Please post to the comments and I'll meet you there. If you share this video with your favorite Facebook group or forum and let me know, I am going to gift you my newest book, Profitable Properties, for free. This is rated a 4.9 on Amazon with close to 300 reviews. Now let's skip over to PriceLabs. We're actually going to go to my live PriceLabs account. All right, we are going to look at the Belmonte penthouse. This is not a meant to be a full tutorial of PriceLabs. I have a bunch of other videos which are tutorials. I just wanted to take you, if you're totally new and you have no idea what maybe even PriceLabs is, I want to take you into the dashboard and show you the additional functionality that they have. So let me actually go back here. This is the dashboard I have. You can see maybe 10 listings here. And they're going to show me up front what's my minimum price, my base price, which is a key term here, and my maximum price. It also shows me some other information, the occupancy being something very important. Now, if we click in here, the really big bonus of PriceLabs is the customizations that they provide. You can access the customizations here and click edit. I'm not going to open that. I'm just going to review a couple of my customizations. Now, a discount. Now, on Airbnb, you can do a discount in this way. At 15 days into the future, lower my price 20%. At 5 days, lower it another 20%. The problem with that is that's not how demand works, the supply and the demand curve. The demand slightly diminishes as days get closer and the day remains unbooked. So what I do and what PriceLabs offered is a gradual discount of up to 35% within 25 days. What does that mean? At 26 days into the future, no discount. At 25 days, 1% discount. At 24 days, 2% discount. At 23 days, 4% discount, and so on until we get to a 35% discount today if it's not booked, but never lower than your minimum. Another cool thing is that PriceLabs allows you to play with your minimum nights. Let's say you're not comfortable with a 1 night minimum. You want a 2 or a 3 or a 4 night minimum, but there's going to be scenarios where you have 2 bookings side by side and only 1 or 2 nights available in between. So those days you would not be able to get those days booked, but you really should if you're trying to maximize your revenue. So you can activate a setting on PriceLabs that says, hey, my minimum is 2 nights, but if there is an orphan night, which we call them, so there's a single night in between 2 bookings, then make that minimum night 1 night. So it's bookable. You can also additionally say, hey, and raise the price 20% or lower the price 20%. Now, another one is called adjacent factor. So let's say we have a long booking. Let's say we have a booking from Wednesday to Monday. With the adjacent factor discount, I can say, okay, now I would like a next booking starting on that Tuesday. But how do I attract that booking? Well, I discount that because now if someone was looking for a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's not going to work. Only what's going to work is someone who wants a booking starting on Tuesday. So we can say, hey, on the day before and after that reservation, lower that price by 50%. And then you can also say, except if it's a weekend. Now, the last thing I'll cover, very cool, super simple, these customizations, is the day of the week adjustments. Let's say that you're getting all of your weekends booked, but none of your weekdays are getting booked. Super frustrating. Where you can come in here and you can say, as I have, hey, lower my Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays 30%. But I know based on my booking trends that Thursdays are more popular than Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I want to raise that price by 5%. Friday and Saturday, I think we're doing good, so don't raise it by anything. But on Sunday, raise it by 5%. Alternatively, you could have raised Friday and Saturday by 5, 10, whatever percent you want. Let's wrap up this video with a comparison between the two tools. On one hand, we have Airbnb's smart pricing. It is free and it is user-friendly. Those are the pros. The cons are the lack of customization, which is going to ultimately affect your occupancy and your profitability. Now we have PriceLabs, which costs money. It's going to have a steep learning curve. It's got numerous and complex customizations, but it's going to earn you a lot more money. Remember my example in the beginning compared to that property manager who was using one price the whole year, making $40,000, and me using my pricing strategy, making 4 times that amount. So it is worth, I would argue, your time and money. But don't worry, I'm here for you. My channel has a PriceLabs playlist. I'm also going to give you a discount to try PriceLabs. 30 days free plus $10 off your bill, which works out to about 50% off your first bill. I'm going to put a link to that in the bio, and I want you to post your comments below. I know pricing is difficult, and I'm here to help you. I want to help you, and you can help me with a like. Thank you. Until next time, happy hosting.